In the dark, foggy nights of Northern California, a shadow moved silently. A killer who didn't just murder, but played a deadly game with the entire world. He struck without warning, claimed innocent lives, and then vanished like smoke. But what made him truly terrifying was not just the killings. It was the letters he sent to newspapers, filled with riddles, symbols, and taunts that mocked the police for decades. He called himself the Zodiac, boasted of collecting slaves in the afterlife, and left behind ciphers that experts couldn't crack for over 50 years. This is the untold story of America's most elusive serial killer. A man who killed at least 5 people, claimed 37, and walked free forever. His identity still unknown even today. It all began on a cold December night in 1968. 2 teenagers, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, were parked on a quiet lover's lane along Lake Herman Road in Berryessa. A car pulled up behind them. Suddenly, gunshots shattered the silence. Both were shot multiple times and left dead on the gravel. No robbery, no motive, just pure evil. 6 months later, on July 4th, 1969, another couple was attacked at Blue Rock Springs Park in Vallejo. Darlene Ferrin was killed instantly, but her friend, Michael Mago, survived despite being shot. From a nearby phone booth, the killer calmly called the police, admitting to both attacks. The nightmare had just begun. Just weeks after the second attack, the killer sent his first letters to 3 Bay Area newspapers. Inside were parts of a 408-symbol cipher and a chilling message. This is the Zodiac speaking. He demanded the letters be published or he would kill again. A school teacher and his wife cracked the cipher in just days. The decoded words were horrifying. I like killing people because it is so much fun. When I die, I will be reborn in paradise, and all the people I have killed will become my slaves. He signed with a circle crossed by crosshairs, his deadly symbol. The public was now terrified. On September 27, 1969, the Zodiac struck again at Lake Berryessa. He approached a young couple, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, wearing a black hooded costume with his crosshair symbol on the chest. He tied them up, talked calmly, then stabbed them repeatedly. Cecilia died, but Brian survived to describe the horror. The killer even wrote on their car door in marker, claiming credit for previous murders and signing with his symbol. The attacks were getting bolder and more theatrical. 2 weeks later, on October 11th, the Zodiac murdered taxi driver Paul Steen, San Francisco's Presidio Heights. He shot Steen in the head, took a piece of his bloody shirt as proof, and calmly walked away. Days later, he sent the shirt scrap to the San Francisco Chronicle with another letter. In it, he bragged about the killing and threatened to bomb a school bus full of children if his letters weren't printed on the front page. Panic spread across California. For the next few years, the Zodiac kept sending letters, over 20 in total. He drew maps, sent more ciphers, and even a Halloween card with a threatening message. One cipher, the 340-symbol puzzle sent in 1969, remained unsolved for 51 years. In 2020, 3 amateur codebreakers finally cracked it. The message read, "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber. I now have enough slaves to work for me." It still gave no name. Police investigated thousands of suspects. One name kept coming up, Arthur Leigh Allen. He owned the same type of watch with the Zodiac symbol, lived near the crime scenes, and friends said he had confessed. But DNA and fingerprints never matched. In 2021, a group called the Case Breakers claimed it was Gary Francis Post, who died in 2018, yet authorities never confirmed it. The killer seemed to know exactly how to stay one step ahead. The Zodiac stopped sending letters after 1974. No more confirmed killing. But the fear never left California. Why did he stop? Some say he died. Others believe he simply moved away or got bored with the game. 2 short ciphers remain unsolved, one supposedly containing his real name. The case is still open, and amateur sleuths continue hunting clues online. What makes the Zodiac story so unforgettable is not just the body count, but the psychological terror he spread. He turned the media into a stage, forced newspapers to print his words, and made an entire state live in fear. His ciphers, his symbol, his taunting phone calls, everything was designed to control the narrative. Even today, documentaries, books, and movies try to solve what the police could not. The untold truth is that the Zodiac may still be out there in spirit. His mystery lives on because he won the ultimate game. He proved that one man with a pen, a gun, and a clever mind could terrorize millions and never be caught. His story reminds us that some monsters are never truly defeated. America's most elusive serial killer remains free in the pages of history, waiting for someone to finally speak his real name. Even after all these years, the Zodiac Killer's shadow still lingers over the foggy hills of Northern California. His letters have stopped. His gun has fallen silent, but the questions remain louder than ever. Was he a brilliant madman who outsmarted the greatest detectives of his time? Or was he just an ordinary man hiding behind a symbol of terror? Recent claims by amateur investigators have linked him to other infamous crimes like the Black Dahlia murder, naming new suspects whose stories are now under official review. Yet the case remains officially unsolved. The Zodiac never got caught, never faced justice in this world. But in the end, perhaps that was his greatest victory and our greatest failure. He proved that fear can be immortal. His ciphers may one day reveal his true name, or perhaps they never will. Until then, the most elusive serial killer in American history continues to live on. Not in flesh and blood, but in the nightmares of a generation, and in the endless curiosity of those who still hunt for the truth in the dark. The game isn't over. It's simply changed form, and somewhere out there, the circle with the crosshairs still watches.